vacuum cooking, there's a program for it. Vacuum the sous vide, they call it also vacuum. But if I talk vacuum, people think of a vacuum.
You got a vacuum built in there?
Yes.
Ah, okay.
Not a vacuum machine.
A program.
A program for it.
Yeah, for vacuum cooking.
Vacuum-based product, yeah.
You cook sous vide?
I use it to break down the muscles on steak sometimes.
Yeah.
At 127 degrees, you know,
Yeah.
depends on the size of, you know, thickness.
Uh-huh.
Yes.
You see, it's not only for cooking they use sous vide, they use it also for tenderizing.
Correct.
That's another.
So you can basically, the customer can basically buy a lower standard meat and turn it out into an Angus quality just by the way they prep it.
Right.
So science has come into the kitchen, and this is the science.
Again, refrigeration, reheating your food for banquet, and favorites. Favorites, that's something for school ladies. They love it.
That's something you do normally. I mean, like you cook every day. You have chicken, whatever it is, chicken, and tomorrow you're gonna have chicken again.
So you put that recipe in favorites.
In your favorites.
I go to the like you know, every combi you sell, I gonna come, or one of our chefs is gonna come out a day to train the people how to work on the combi. We are putting recipes in and look at the recipes that the end user has. We give them recommendations, and together we put the recipes in there, and then they can put them in favorites. For the schools, I put all the school recipes as favorites, and the ladies love it. They just go to favorites, boom, and what's that? And it's very easy to do. Okay? And anyway, I sometimes I still can't believe the day of today that people are saying, "Whoa, that's control. I'm afraid of it. I want 2 knobs to turn it." But they all have a cellular phone. They all have a computer. They all have an iPad. But they are afraid of this. It's right, no?
Yeah.
All right, come back. Multi-easy. Multi-easy cooking is where I can put 18, I forgot, 12 or 18 products at the same, different products at the same cooking. So if I do boiled foods, I can put all these delicacies, I can 2, 4, 6, 7, 14 recipes. So I can take 14 recipes from my recipe book and put them in there and cook them. Okay, as soon as I open the door, let's say I'm gonna do broccoli, I'm gonna do potatoes, I'm gonna do peas, I'm gonna do green beans, and it's all in steam. Right. I put the recipes in here. Okay. I take them out of my recipe book, put them in there. I take the broccoli, boom, put them in there, close the door, hit the broccoli. Put the peas, put them in there, hit the peas.
All at the same time.
All at the same time.
So you
No.
cook them on. You're not doing it at the same time.
I'm doing it at the same time. All at the same time.
Shelves,
Yeah.
Same temperature. Different temperature, time.
No, same temperature. It's just different time.
Yeah.
Okay. A buzz when it goes off, and then you know the
Yeah.
coffee's ready. Or
If my peas are ready after,
Same temperature, but
all is timing.
yes, if my peas gonna be ready, the thing where it says peas is gonna blink. Take the peas out. Take the broccoli out. Take the potatoes out.
Okay.
Okay? It's a timer. It's a recipe timer, I would say.
But it's all done in steam, correct, sir?
But it's all done in steam.
All right. Does it
Or
have,
all in convection mode, or all in combi steam. I cannot change, you know, the cavity, it's one cavity.
Yes.
If I cook at 350 degrees, the cavity is 350 degrees. I heard that from people that say, well, the astronaut can do this and this and this, all at different temperatures. I said, no.
what temperature time?
Thank you, sir.
And you all steam just runs at 210 degrees or 200, or you set the temperature?
It's in the recipe.
It's already in the recipe.
It's already in the recipes. Your recipes are set. So you can create 250 recipes in a dough.
So in other words, you can tell that oven to do it at 200 degrees
Yeah.
for X number of minutes for broccoli.
Yeah.
Say 4 minutes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Automatically set.
Yeah. The settings is the language. You can set the languages. You can set the preheating on or off. I would leave the preheating always on because you want to preheat them. Not like in the old days that the ladies they bake chicken. Oveners have 350. They open the door
To cool it down.
and they take all the chickens. By the time they take all the chickens, that oven is at 250, they close the door and they want it to bake. And they look at the temperature, they even hang in a thermometer and say, well, my oven never comes to 350. Good luck. With all that cold chicken in there, and you let the temperature out, never gonna get there. So the preheating is always on, should be on. We preheat 36 degrees higher than you ask. Why 36? I don't know. I did it a different way, but that's the setting from the factory. Every time you open that door, you lose at least 25 degrees.
Did you just say that if you go cook a turkey for X number of temperature, like say 145, you preheat the oven at 170?
Yeah.
And when you
No.
open the door, you will use 35
I'm gonna look,
degrees.
yeah, 35 degrees.
Exactly.
You said 36 degrees or?
36.
36.
Yeah. They want that also for the HACCP control. Because if you don't preheat, now your chicken is ready. Before you take that chicken out, your temperature is down again. You put fresh chicken in there. They don't preheat it.
So the chicken
And they
comes
cook it
in-
for 25 minutes. Well, that first batch is done in 25 minutes, but that second batch is never going to be done. And I say, well, it takes too long.
No, it's preheat.
Or they put their head in 10 times in the oven. They open the oven door and put their head in there. Big difference. Leave the door closed. Use the probe when you're cooking, as much as you can. Set date, set time, enable safe cooking, HACCP, the HACCP control. Everybody knows about the HACCP control?
What do you call it?
HACCP.
HACCP?
HACCP.
This is very important for schools, hospitals, institutions. That's where they control, the oven controls with the probe everything that you cook in there. Everything that you cook from the recipes is going to be stored in the control, and it's going to tell you when you download it, how many times did you open the door, what temperature was your meat that went in there, and what temperature was your meat that came out there. If you cook overnight, did anybody mess with the oven? Was the power down? All that stuff, all gonna tell you. So if you have food poisoning and they complain or they try to sue you, you can go download the HACCP, print it out, and show them that you cooked your food to the right temperature.
It's all these regulations that are brought into the industry.
Right.
And
For what
American
stands HACCP? HACCP, I
it's
forget all.
actually food handling. I know because I did serve safe. I should be the first to know, but
I did it all, but
Basically, what it is, the government wants to know, how can I trace food sources all the way back to something that's fixed?
Right.
In other words, that's what they're asking.
it's
That's
a
the easiest
new,
way I can say it.
it's a new type of kung fu. It's called so-sumi.
Google it, Mark.
In fact,
that it has hazard analysis and critical control points.
There it is.
Makes sense to me.
Hazard analysis and critical control points.
Because you asked.
Food was, the chicken wasn't done, now you're
Well, it's exactly what Chef Gert said. It's a matter of tracing the source of a problem in order to fix the problem. Because if somebody dies or gets ill from food poisoning, they want to know exactly what happened, how it happened, and where the source was.
Okay.
And who lands in court?
I'm gonna do some manual cooking. Gonna start with the steaming. Okay, I go to manual. I hit enough, so it's yellow. I go to steam. Confirm. I go to my temperature. Like I said, I do low temperature steam. I'm gonna do 170. Confirm, and I'm gonna do that for 7 minutes. And I'm not gonna touch the fan speed.
What speed is the fan speed?
2-4.
2-4?
No, at 4.
Oh, at 4, okay.
Fan speed at 4. Okay, I put 4.
4 of 5.
4 of 5. Actually 4 of 6, because the static is there also.
So what you're saying is there's 6 fan speeds?
No, there is a static and 5 fan speed.
5 plus static, okay, which is
Okay.
0.
And leave the humidity at 100, it's steam. So you have everything in there, push start. It's going to preheat till 206. So it's 30 degrees high, 36 degrees high. Okay?
That was the AC. Wasn't prevented.
When you steam,
Whoa!
when you steam, you always want to use perforated fans. Okay, you have your steam fan. This is a fan that Teflon. I can use to steam. You're gonna see I do that on purpose. Use a flat one because I'm gonna do the spinach without the spinach blowing around in the oven. Okay.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. Whose phone is ringing? What do you think? I put all that stuff on one pan. I need to close it.
Yes, sir.
I put all the thing on one pan. What about or the vegetable gonna taste like fish? Or the fish like the vegetable? It's steaming. There is no flavor transport in steamer. Only if you let it drip on each other. or if it touches each other. As long as it doesn't touch each other, there's no flavor transport.
The 70s.
Wow. Wow.
Sweet.
That's incredible.
Go get some. That's incredible.
Second setting, smell of vision.
Different settings. Vegetables, chicken, shrimp.
I'll put it on.
Salt.
Now look, I didn't tell you that our Combi, I didn't tell you that our Combi is boilerless. I did that on purpose. We have no boilers. Okay, everything is a split system where we spray water into the fan in a small fan that not evaporates.
That brings it to
that brings the water molecules to fine dust and then spray it against the element.
Keep the food moist and
Yes, you can see. They say that the guys that have a boiler, you need a boiler's Combi steam. You never got enough steam. If I didn't have enough steam, I have 4 different products. First of all, the broccoli, the tips of the broccoli would be black.
because you don't have enough water.
Not enough steam, or it's too hot.
Cook it in a convection oven.
Yes. Look at
Sear
this.
the edge of it is what you're saying.
Please try. Look at the salmon. What I said about the white shit. There's no white shit on my tongue.
Who's going to try the first guinea pig then?
Go ahead.